Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent blessings to the world. Welcome to Screen Fiend Live Chat. Let's get in it. It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get it done. I don't understand what's happening right now. What's up, Mr. Hogan? Yeah, it's just a mess. Trying to even get the notifications out is crazy. Oh, yeah, I'm not even on my regular platform. Part 2. Yep. That's right. Part 2 is out in 2022. They start filming in 2021. July is when they're going to approve filming. The script is created. The script is done. The script has been approved. Now everybody is looking for Siri to take over the mantle of Black Panther. It's hard to do. It's extremely, extremely hard to recast the Black Panther. It would be so much backlash. They approach people to see what they'd be interested. A lot of black actors turned it down. Denzel Washington's son was approached to be the new Black Panther, to play T'Challa. Or would he be interested? They were trying to throw feelers out there to see how they were approaching. And they just was like, no, I wouldn't be interested in doing that even down the road. Because they're always going to compare you to Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace to him. He was such an iconic of a person in real life that it extended way past his role. He was such a nice person and so incredible as a human being. He was T'Challa off screen when he was on it. And plus, it's too soon. When Heath Ledger died playing the Joker was the last time we really saw him in a major motion picture. He had another movie after that, but the Joker is what we really remember him from. He won an Oscar for that performance. They didn't have another Joker 2 years later or the next year. There was years that went before they said, okay, now here we go with the new Joker. But he is the lead of this major film that is set to be a dynasty of 3 or more films. Originally, Black Panther was only going to have 1 movie, maybe. And then, because he signed a 4-movie deal, which means he was going to have 1 singular movie, which was Black Panther, Civil War, and 2 Avengers movies. That was his 4-movie deal. Black Widow, who's been around since Iron Man 2. Since Iron Man 2, she's been around and was making buku amount of money, more than Chadwick Boseman. Because they had no idea Black Panther was going to do what he did. They thought he would be another side character. So when you saw Civil War, everybody didn't realize that they filmed these movies at the same time. So when they were doing Civil War, they had already just did Black Panther. Black Panther was so huge that when Infinity War came out with Thanos, everybody expected Black Panther to have a more bigger role than what he had in the film. But his role was as small because they never dreamed that it would be as massive as it was. They had no idea the movie was going to be as huge as it was. Fast and Furious should have stopped at 6. Actually, it should have stopped earlier than that. Should have stopped at the 5. After 5, it should have really been done. But you're right. 6 is about the time you probably pulled the plug on it. I saw 6 and was like, this is ridiculous. The one when they brought back Letty, she had memory loss. That just destroyed part 4, which I thought was good and had levity because she was gone. Next thing you know, Paul Walker's going to be back. Even though he never died on the show, they're going to have his brother come back in and replace O'Connor. Right. They're going to be like, dumb. Cars don't float in space. They don't belong in space. Hit the NOS. Beep, dumb, no. Beep. Dumb, we can't breathe. The car can't do it. I've insulated this car for space. I oxidized it. I said we got 2 minutes to re-enter Earth. We're going to fall into the space and go back together. We're racing in space. You can't jump out of a space shuttle into another one. Dumb, don't. There's no gravity in space. The cars are floating. Don't worry. We got 2 position drivers. Retarded, man. But if they'd have stopped there at 6, they wouldn't have made the multi-hundreds of billions of dollars that they made. Do you realize 8 made like almost $1 billion? Well, they want to make sure they don't offend people with the Black Panther 2. They want to kind of keep the comics and make it official. They did change the script. Beyonce was supposed to play Storm in Black Panther 2. And she was supposed to be dating T'Challa, who was Chadwick Boseman. And they were going to have a thing with Nakia, played by Lupita, and Beyonce squaring off. You know, that whole little thing where Beyonce really was going to be like the bad character. Beyonce was already getting a lot of backlash for it. See, before he passed away, this was the direction. We still don't know if Beyonce's not in the movie. Beyonce is supposed to be in the movie. We don't actually know anymore. But it was leaked out she was playing Storm. She has a $100 million deal with Disney. If they got Rihanna to play Storm instead of, that means that the acting is going to get a lot worse, and Storm's going to be a lot more sluttier. Well, the thing is that we don't know as a strong character. You know, it could ruin the foundation. I don't think she's big enough to have a starring role where the movie is all about her. I don't think she's ready for that pressure. She's a young actress in her 20s, but she's playing a young kid, you know, being at the rings. Winston Duke he can handle the media pressure. You know, you don't want to do that to a black woman and have her destroyed by, you know, the internet and everything else. Namor, I believe they have a character already playing him, an actor, but I guess they're keeping it close to the chest. Right. You kind of want her to be the supportive character. Putting her as the main character could ruin the movie altogether. Letitia Wright just being thrown right into the lead immediately, you know, because of the situation. I heard in the movie they're going to honor T'Challa and Chadwick. They're going to like honor him, do a traditional ceremony for him. Deja, I understand that how you feel like they shouldn't even make no more. They should just stop. But there's a lot of black people that was employed by the Black Panther movie. You don't just stop that. Plus, Black Panther did about $1 billion. The largest movie ever done in the United States of America was Black Panther and Titanic. Nobody had a larger ticket sale in the U.S. base from the United States base. They did about $1 billion off of U.S. tickets alone. Do you know why? Because blacks went to the movies. We normally don't go to the movies. As much as people think, you know, me, I'm an anomaly. Most blacks don't go to the movies. They will watch bootleg or stay at home. For Black Panther, They had grandma in the oxygen mask and a wheelchair coming to the movies. They was bringing grandma. They had a ticket for grandma. Come on, grandma. We had to see Black Panther. Grandma in there to watch the superhero movie. Everybody in there was dressed up like they had just came from Zamunda. Everybody got the African beads. My man shaking the African thing. I'm like, man, what part of Africa you from? No, man, I'm from Cleveland. Dude, this stuff was blowing up. Yeah, and people went back to the movies to go see it again. That wasn't enough. They had to go back. And I couldn't blame them because I went back. I saw Black Panther about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Then it came back to the movies. I went back to go watch it again at the movie. Well, James Bond's not coming out to next year. They pushed it back because of COVID. I just learned that the movie theater by my house is pretty much going to shut down, which means I'm moving. I'm moving. If my movie theater is closed, I'm out. That movie theater kept me here. Listen, anybody knew T'Challa didn't die when he was thrown off the cliff. They just didn't want to see nothing happen to T'Challa. People were so vested. They was, oh, they threw him off the cliff. Oh no, he ain't gonna be dead though. Because the trailer, the commercials show you that. Well, you knew he wasn't finna die. If you thought T'Challa was finna die then when they threw him off the cliff, then obviously you don't watch the trailers, you don't watch commercials, but still, nobody was not invested in that movie. Even whites loved the movie. White people love the movie, period. And they had to have, what's his name, Agent Ross or whatever his name is in the movie. You gotta have a Euro person in there if you wanted to go to a Euro theater overseas. Internationally, of course, they weren't going to support it as much as we were going to support it here in the United States. And it was shown in places in Africa. It was shown in China. It was shown in all these places that don't normally have films. Then they had the scene that they filmed that was in South Korea. Now, when they went to South Korea to film this scene, by them doing that one scene, that action scene that they did in South Korea, which was basically the main action scene of the movie, is when he's at night and he's chasing the car down, chasing Claw down. That's South Korea scene. South Korea has put so much of their money and interest in that, and they were so happy that that was in South Korea. The movie about Africa was in South Korea right there. Because of that one scene, they made hundreds of millions just off that alone. The Koreans came out. So the Koreans were there in drones. You got everybody else showing up to watch this film. Great marketing, great strategy. Everyone involved in Black Panther, they did such an amazing job. Can't wait to see it. Michael B. Jordan may be returning for this film. We don't know. Because I don't think T'Challa honored his wishes. I think they froze him. So the only one who could be the Black Panther now, it would make sense to make Michael B. Jordan character Killmonger Black Panther. He has the Black Panther root. He is accessory to the throne, you know. They've already lost too much money. All their employees have basically went elsewhere for work because they got to work. Movie theaters are closed. At least Regal is. Now AMC is still open, but I don't know for how long. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta give y'all some work on Casino for Life. Hey, y'all should check out that Bob Arum interview if y'all hadn't seen it on Casino for Life. They did not send out the notifications properly. So if you guys get that, let me know. Deuces.